him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-magab, it's time for the only news that matters. Liam Gallagher recently made it clear that he had no interest in Oasis being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which could take place this year. The band are currently in 9th position out of 15 in the 2024 fan vote. But while the poll, fan vote, more like stupid sheep vote, but while the poll has served in its past as an indicator of who will be inducted, it's not a guarantee. Liam's recent outburst, during which he described Rock Hall bosses as bumbaclarts. What's a bumbaclarts? Let me look that up. I'll be right back. All right, here it says bumbaclarts is a Jamaican slang word that is often used to express surprise or shock. It can also be an insult or a curse word. It literally means ass cloth or toilet paper. So, yeah, I think that pretty much describes the Rock Hall. Yeah, good call. He says that bumbaclarts may have affected the number of fan voting for Oasis, but in fact, he's quite late to the party, since his brother and former bandmate Noel Gallagher shot the idea down 7 years ago. Yes, in 2017, Noel revealed he had been approached by a rep who sounded him over a potential future induction. He told Rolling Stone, "This fella from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame came to me and said, 'Do you know in 2 years you'll be eligible for the Rock Hall of Fame?' And I said, 'Is that right?' And he said, 'Yes.' And he started going off, and I said, 'Let me fucking stop you right there. I know what it is. I know what it entails. And it won't be happening, okay?' Noel added that he'd been invited to the Rock Hall Museum in Cleveland, where the rep showed me all these exhibits of Oasis stuff. And he said, 'It's a great place and all, but I won't be doing it. I don't think.' And asked if he believed Oasis deserved to be inducted, he joked, 'I certainly think I do. There could be a little miniature of me somewhere. A tiny little thing with a wobble head.' At the time of writing, Ozzy Osbourne has cemented his lead in the fan poll with over 170,000 votes. Foreigner had over 150,000 votes, and Peter Frampton had 155,000, while the Dave Matthews Band, Cher, Lenny Kravitz, and Mariah Carey all had more than 100,000 votes. Over 1 million votes have been cast. The poll cast of April 26th. This whole thing, man, it's like, look at that. Over 1.4 million idiots vote. I mean, not all idiots. I'm saying the people that voted for Mariah Carey, you know, that I'm all for, because that's the impression the Rock Hall is giving everybody. Hey, you know, we bring in Madonna and stuff, and, you know, you got Madonna in there, man, you should get Mariah Carey, you know what I mean? But hopefully they will stick to the words and get inducted, and then they'll not show up and tell them to fuck off, like Johnny Rotten famously did. And, you know, and Axl Rose blew him off, Eddie Van Halen. You know, there should be more people like that. So it is refreshing to hear the Gallagher brothers, years apart, say, "Screw the Rock Hall of Fame. I want nothing at all to do with that place. They're a bunch of bumbaclarts." Well, anyway, it's Oasis, you know. Nobody really cares about Oasis anymore in the States except for me and Chuck Charles and Zoo Nation. I think there's 3 or 4 Oasis fans still left in the States. But they're pretty big over there in England and Manchester, and they play stadiums over there. But I was lucky enough to see Oasis 2 times, and I've seen Noel twice as well as a solo artist. And I'm a big fan. I know a lot of people aren't, man, but that's cool, man. You can hate on Oasis all you want. I personally think Noel Gallagher is a musical genius. I really do think that. Songs like Little by Little, Don't Look Back in Anger, The Ballad of the Mighty Eye. I think the guy's a genius. If I Had a Gun. There's a million songs that he's written that I love. I absolutely love. I love his solo work. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, Ace is getting back together. I don't care if they do or not. Because I really do enjoy Noel's solo work. And I enjoyed Liam's solo work. The last album was good, but it wasn't as good as the first two. And this new thing he's got going on now, I heard one song and it was pretty good. So I'm interested to hear another full album from Liam. And, you know, Liam has been doing better than Noel, surprisingly, because Noel is the main songwriter of Oasis, where Liam hardly wrote anything. And now, you know, I guess, you know, he's probably the same. He's hardly writing, but he's got a lot of collaborators. And, man, those first 2 Liam albums are fucking awesome. They're really, really good. But I still would say the first 2 Noel albums are better. I just think he's a musical genius, as I said before. Absolutely love it. I even flew to New Orleans one time to see Noel Gallagher on the last tour. Well, not the last tour, the tour before the last. Who Built the Moon tour, where I saw this new one, and Council Skies, which was awesome. They were opening for a band called Garbage, that I really don't care for Garbage. And after Liam played, I left. And man, I'd say like a good 500 people left as well. So yeah, all right. There's 500 people in the United States that still care about Oasis. I love them, man, and I have no shame. Yes, I've heard a lot of people, oh, Oasis is the worst band. Ah, you like Oasis? Yeah, that's cool, man. You can hate on them all you want. You ain't gonna change my mind, just like I'm not gonna change yours. When I say he's a musical genius, you may disagree with that, but there's no way you can convince me I'm wrong. I listened to the Master Plan, and all I can think of is genius. Just pure genius. Alright, so now I'm going to rank the Oasis albums. Yes, they released 7, and I'm not adding Master Plan, which is an amazing album, but it's B-sides and such. So here we go. At number 7, their last album, Dig Out Your Soul. Yeah, it had some filler on it, but man, it had Falling Down, Shock of Lightning. It had some good stuff on there as well. Number 7, Dig Out Your Soul. Number 6, Don't Believe the Truth. Oh man, The Importance of Being Idle. Is that the name of the song? God, that's one of my favorite Oasis songs. Not a bad album, but yes, it is plagued by fillers. And number 5, more fillers on this, but I like it more. Heathen Chemistry. You know, Heathen Chemistry is, isn't that the one with Little by Little? Yeah. Like, my second favorite Oasis song is on Heathen Chemistry. Great album. At number 4, Standing on the Shoulder of Giants. You know, after Be Here Now, you know, people were like disappointed by that album. That, you know, that was their chance to reclaim, and it was too late. By this time, people weren't caring, but I did. I bought Standing on the Shoulder of Giants, and man, Sunday Morning Call, Go Let It Out, Who Feels Love. I love that, pretty much that whole album. Yeah, it's got like 3 or 4 songs. I Could See a Liar I didn't like. There's 3 or 4 songs I didn't like, but the rest is some great, great stuff. So yeah, Heathen Chemistry. Number 4, Standing on the Shoulder of Giants. And number 3, what a lot of people would probably put at number 1, not me, man. At number 3, Definitely Maybe, which is an amazing album. And I don't like Dixie Diner much. Married with Children is kind of goofy, but the rest is fine, man. Live Forever, one of my favorite Oasis songs. Supersonic, Columbia, Rock and Roll Star. Shaker Maker, which is a ripoff of a Pepsi jingle back when I was a little kid. But yeah, definitely Maybe is an awesome album. I do love it. But it's my number 3. All right, at number 2, the one a lot of people, it turned off a lot of people, Be Here Now, which oddly enough, when it was new, everybody was praising it. Then when years gone by, people were like, no, actually, this is an overproduced piece of crap. I think it's awesome. I love the overproduction of it. I can do without It's Getting Better, Man. I don't like that song. And that reprise of All Around the World. And All Around the World goes on a little too long. They could have shaved that down. But I'm fine with the rest. My Big Mouth, awesome song. Do you know what I mean? I absolutely love Fade In and Out. Just a great, great album. I loved it. And but a lot of people, it kind of killed their momentum here. And I did see that tour. I saw the Be Here Now tour, and it was awesome. All right, at number 1, probably their biggest hit or second biggest hit after Definitely Maybe is What's the Story, Morning Glory. Now this album, believe it or not, there's only one song I don't like off it much. I love the way Noel sings it, but I'm not a fan of Wonderwall because of Liam's voice. When I hear Noel sing it, I love it. And that is their biggest hit. But man, my favorite Oasis song is Don't Look Back in Anger, and then you have Hello, and you know, Some Might Say is a great song. She's Electric, goofy, but awesome. Love Cast No Shadow, Champagne Supernova. Amazing album. You know, they got me at Champagne Supernova. Like, I heard Wonderwall, I was like, ew. But then when I heard Champagne Supernova, I was like, damn, that's good. And then I heard Don't Look Back in Anger, and I went and bought that album. I fell in love with this album so much that I became an instant fan, and I bought every single Oasis release afterwards, and Liam Gallagher and Noel's stuff as well. I didn't buy no Beady Eye, though. I didn't like the Beady Eye stuff, but I love the solo Liam stuff. So there you go. I know a lot of you ain't Oasis fans, but that's cool, man. But what if you are an Oasis fan? Would you like to rank those albums? Please do. Yeah, and I also am aware a lot of Oasis fans out there gave up after the second album. They think after the second album they were complete trash. But hey, at least you like the first 2 albums, and that's cool. So leave your comments below. I would like to know what you Oasis fans feel about the whole discography. And you know, the Gallagher brothers telling the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to F you. Leave it in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and ring that little notification bell. I would love that. Oh, and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a cob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.